Ian, there's lots of Suns in South Africa. Tell me a little about Sun International.
Thank you, Graham. Yeah, Sun International is one of the major hospitality providers in South Africa. Our key destinations are Sun City, which is just outside Johannesburg. And then secondly, we have the magnificent Table Bay Hotel in Cape Town. And the third product that we have that really fits into the international arena is the Royal Livingston Hotel and Zambezi Sun Hotel in Zambia on the banks of the Victoria Falls.
Okay. South Africa and Southern Africa are almost leaders in the world in terms of responsibility in tourism, in terms of environmental awareness, in terms of making sure that the African culture is maintained in properties. Does Sun International follow those types of guidelines?
Very much so. We've got very stringent environmental policies in play at all our properties. And we have platinum status with Heritage, which is probably the most known establishment that looks after or monitors the environmental policies. And yes, we do a lot of, and we've won many awards from an environmental point of view.
Great, and you mentioned Sun City. Sun City is very well known, but obviously in South Africa and as well as out because of its status, its golf courses and everything else. Is that a product that has developed over the years? I mean, it's been there for some time, hasn't it?
Yes, Sun City itself, next year is its 30th birthday. It opened back in December '79 with the Sun City Hotel. And so next year we're celebrating 30 years, and it's come a long way. It now has 4 different hotels. It has a total of 1,300 rooms from a hotel point of view, and it also has a vacation club. It is very, very focused on the family market, and has positioned itself as a fully fledged resort in all markets. And it's been received very well. And if we go back, Sun City itself opened as a casino resort. Today, it's a family resort, and if we look at the overall concept, 70% of Sun City's revenues are made up from a hospitality point of view today.
And being a South African, I'm sure you're aware of the sports tours that are coming to your country over the next couple of years. But sports tourism must be a fairly important aspect of the economy, but secondly for your business as well.
Very much so. We're very involved from a sporting point of view, and we've hosted some of the major teams at all our properties. Recently with the Tri-Nations Rugby, we had the All Blacks team staying at Cape Town, and then very much so, we're very, very involved in the 2010 World Cup football. We've also had Manchester United staying at the Table Bay Hotel, and yes, we're very much looking forward to 2010.
So were the All Blacks staying at a Sun International hotel the night before the World Cup final in Cape Town?
No, it wasn't that day. It was on the recent tour, which was earlier on this year.
Excellent. And so with those tours, 2010, British Lions, cricket, I mean, there's a non-stop array of sports events. Do you see good things for South Africa generally from 2010?
Very much so. We've got a very busy period coming up in terms of sporting events. Later on next year, we've got the British Lions Tour. Following that, we've got the Confederation Cup as the build-up. And then following that in 2010, the World Cup Soccer. And it really is positioning and creating a lot of attention for South Africa as a destination.